Hey everyone, it's John. This is the Only Japan Go channel. We're live in central Tokyo and we're going on a trip. This is an amazing announcement. So I'm going to a place called Ogasawara, and it's also called Chichijima, and in English you would say the Borin Islands, B-O-I-N, B-O-R-I-N, and it's just a magical place. And gosh, I want to tell you so much about it. Here's a map of what it looks like. This is the port town. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It looks like this. I think a thousand words tell the image. It's just, this boat is what I'm gonna be taking in a few days, and all these people are gonna be waiting for me with drums and music, and it's gonna be just completely awesome. And I'm gonna be bringing you guys with me. I'm so excited about this. I just literally bought the ticket, and all of this is funded by Patreon, and this is something that's really, okay, hold on a second. Get the gimbal right, there you go. Yeah, it's all funded by Patreon. Here's the lobby. This is where I got the ticket, right there. The office is open, and on the left, you check in on those windows on the day that we depart. There's loads of vending machines in here, and I'll show it to you later. There you go, Tokyo Islands in the middle. Look at that. Oh, that's the Yukata boat. They have a boat that you can ride for a couple thousand yen around Tokyo Harbor. But I'm gonna go outside now. Oh wait, how do I get out of here? Here we go. Okay. I'm so stoked. All right, check it out. This is the pier. This is where all of the boats depart, going to the islands. This is pretty central in Tokyo. Over there is where you would get onto the boat. And I'll be there on Saturday. I'm gonna be here on Saturday. I'm leaving for Ogasawara, which is a 25-hour ferry ride, if you can believe that. Yeah, I guess you're gonna have to, because that's how long it takes. And I'll be there for almost 2 weeks. I'll be there from the 1st until the 12th. Now, this is something that's been in the works for a little bit of time here. The success of the Aogashima video, that's the Tokyo's tropical island. You have to get there by helicopter. I went there last year and I spent about 10 days. This is even further. And after making that episode and looking at the map at, that kid was crying before I got there, okay? He was crying before I even started the live stream. We're talking about the kid back there. I'm looking at the live stream. The Aogashima video was so successful and was such a unique experience for me and for you, the viewers, everybody who watched it, that I think I could take this a step further. I'm gonna go 1,000 kilometers out to the middle of the sea, the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and bring you this story. That is the Ogasawara story, Hahajima and Chichijima, and the ferry ride and the scuba diving. I'm actually a lot of people might not know, I'm a dive master, a PADI certified dive master. So I guess they would call it a professional, although I don't do dive master jobs now, but I did when I was learning how to do it and took people on tours underwater and stuff. So that's another side of Japan that I haven't experienced that I'm going to be sharing with you. Photo Luke Hawaii, yeah, you're going, excited for you. Photo and Luke Austin, you guys support on Patreon, and that's what's making this trip possible. It's gonna cost me a few $1,000s to do this. The ticket, hold on a second. The ticket just to travel out there cost me $700. All right, they only have one ferry. Here's the new pier, Takeshiba. That's where I am right now. The ticket costs me $700 just for the boat, and then the accommodations, the food, the travel to Hahajima, the scuba diving. All of this is all funded by viewer support, and it's just so incredible. Oh, and now there's look, check this out. I'm going to Ogasawara, which is the Borin Islands. Now they have a see if I can give you guys a fast boat going, I believe, to Nijima, which is another one of the islands out in the Pacific. That's not too far away. There's the Rainbow Bridge. You can also see on the right side of the screen. This is super exciting. I kind of wanted to bring this to you, and I haven't gone on any location shoots, and this is the first one in a long time since I went to Osaka with Kevin, and I produced 3 episodes down there. Now I'm going off to the islands, and I'm super excited about that. You should be finishing the DVD, Not Going to Tropical Islands. You're probably right, but I have a message on that coming today. I wrote something on it yesterday. Life must go on. I've got people helping me with that as well. So I'm going to show you quickly. Let's see here. I can't show you the numbers and stuff. It doesn't matter if I show you the ticket. I think it's not. But I just bought the ticket, and we're gonna do this. So from what I heard, Ogasawara is 1,000 kilometers away from Tokyo. It also has 4G LTE, meaning I should be able to do some live streaming from there. I don't think I'll be able to live stream from the boat out in the middle of the ocean, but we'll try. I'm going there second class economy, which is basically a place to sleep on the floor. And then coming back, I have kind of a bed. Yeah, so it should be comfortable coming back. I figure after a long shoot, I'm gonna wanna stay in a bed, maybe. So we're gonna see 2 different experiences. I'm gonna talk with the ferry office and see if I can get permission to film inside of the ferry. And then I'm working right now on getting permission to film on on Ogasawara, and working with the scuba dive office and getting the camera and the equipment ready. So it's going to be really busy. I do have 2. There's the monorail going to Haneda Airport. I do have a main channel episode coming either tonight or tomorrow. It's on Japanese candy. And I have another episode on street food here in Tokyo, which will be coming. I just swallowed a fly. Crunchy. And that's coming, either I'll be editing when I'm there on the islands if I can. It's going to be really busy. But, you know, you just have to keep the production going on. You have to keep taking steps forward. I know, it was kind of disgusting. It didn't taste good. No sauce. Just like raw like that. I don't know, it's just a little fly. I'm sure it's fine. It wasn't a mosquito. The taste was, I don't know, you know what? It kind of just flew down there. I didn't get a chance to chew it. It's probably better for both of us that happened like that. So I'll be there for 12 days, and then the moment I come back, then I get back to work on editing it, as well as finishing up unfinished stuff. But I can't not go. I cannot not keep doing the channel. We have to keep doing location shoots. We have to keep moving forward. We have to keep pushing the series forward while doing other things. It's like spinning different plates at the same time, right? And this is part of the responsibility that I have to everybody. It's hard. My wife is not going. Kanai can't go because she has work to do, and she's really heartbroken about it. So we're gonna try to go back to the islands another time when we have kids or when we have time to go. But I have to go and do this now. September's a great month to go as well. I was gonna go actually at the beginning of August, but the trip fell through, and there were other things going on here, and it didn't work out. But now we're gonna go. So if you have questions or things that you want to, just one video, multiple videos. This is gonna be at least 2 videos, and maybe even 3. The reason why is because you know, NHK just put out an amazing episode on Ogasawara. They did a great job with the history, the background, the meaning of the islands. It was Peter Barakan, but totally too slow, too boring, kind of made like it was for older people. And I want to make something that's a little bit more upbeat, more positive, more faster pace, you know, internet, and make it more attractive. I think NHK did a great job with the history, but they could have done a better job with showing what you can do on the island, what it's like to, you know, if you go there as a tourist. It showed you pretty much the history. Now, the history of Ogasawara goes back, you know, a couple hundred years, meaning it's very diversified, the culture there. There's people from Europe, there's people from America, from Hawaii, there's World War II, the history from World War II, before and after. I mean, there used to be like, was it like between either 3,000 or 6,000, no, about, I think it was 6,000 residents there before World War II that were evacuated and then came back afterwards. And Ogasawara's population, although Japan is decreasing, Ogasawara's population is increasing. And there's young kids there. It's completely different. Although there's many things that are the same, but it's also very, very different than Aogashima. And it's a difference in the island culture and history and the activities and the openness of the people that I want to show you. Aogashima is more insulated, and even though Ogasawara is 1,000 kilometers away, 25 hours by ferry, it still seems like more open than Aogashima, because you can only get there really by helicopter and a boat that's very, very bumpy and unpredictable. We're gonna see what the difference is. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, but there's only one ferry a week. There's only one ferry a week. Yeah, and if there's a typhoon, things could get a little dicey out there on the open Pacific Sea. The ship's fairly big, so it should be okay. But I think it's gonna be very interesting. I wanted to go just for 7 days because I have other things that I have to do. But the soonest I can come back is 12 days. So I leave on the 1st, I arrive on the 2nd. I'm there for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I leave on the 12th and come back on the 13th. Do I want to stay there that long? No. Do I have a choice? No. This is like, you just got to do it. So when you get an opportunity, you just got to go and do it. I got to get prepared, and I have to finish up a lot of my work, but it's just so exciting now to know that I'm going on a location shoot and revving up again on this, because there's been so many setbacks here. August was a really fun month, but it was a month of it was a tough month. And so I'm leaning into September right now. Ogasawara. Ogasawara is the Borin Islands, Borin in English. It is famous for having Iwo Jima, which was a big World War II battle. And Iwo Jima it's far away, but it's not as far as the city of Tokyo. Basically, Iwo Jima is under the jurisdiction of the town or village of Ogasawara, which is under the jurisdiction of Tokyo City. So this is Tokyo I'm going to, but it's 1,000 kilometers out into the middle of the sea, which is crazy, but cool. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's called Iwoto. OCD Sting has it absolutely right. It's called Iwoto, but Hollywood in the U.S. calls it Iwo Jima, and 99% of the Western people know it as Iwo Jima, and in Japan it's called Iwoto. So, yeah, Iwoto is the correct way to say it. Mayonnaise making. As I said in that, it's not going to be instantaneous. It's going to take time to set up. So don't look for it until autumn. Okay? Don't look for updates until like October on that. That's going to take some time to set up, and I have friends that are right now setting that up. So we'll get on that. Why Iwo Jima? I don't know. A lot of stuff that we have that we know in the United States from Japanese culture comes from World War II, things brought back incorrectly. Just like a lot of things came incorrectly from abroad to Japan, and the katakana English or the history or the word is not exactly the same. So sometimes there's a lot of misunderstandings that get recorded in history before the internet era, and it seems to be a permanent thing. So a lot of stuff has not changed since then. Iwo Jima is in the movies. The Clint Eastwood movie is called Letters from Iwo Jima, not Letters from Iwoto. So it's just, and all the history books say Iwo Jima. Jima means island in Japanese. But it's pronounced Iwoto, just like Bali in Indonesia is Bali To, not Bali Shima. But we could say Shima because it's Miyajima. which is another island. It's confusing, but it really isn't if you're, live here. Why not Okinawa? Okinawa! All right, if you guys know anything about the way I make the Only Japan channel, I look for original stories that haven't been told, stories that are new. Okinawa there's a lot of places that are new and unexplored, but the internet knows Okinawa. You guys know Okinawa. YouTubers have combed Okinawa. And I'm going to places that are just as tropical that nobody knows about. Places that are new, places that you should know, places that are hard to get, places that maybe, people can't go to, but I can. Those are the kind of stories that I'm looking for. I'm looking for stories. And Okinawa has some good stories. I'm not looking just to eat. I'm not looking just to, show you something and go, oh, I'm in Okinawa at the beach. That's not what I do. I'm gonna bring you a story and I'm gonna take you with me and I'm gonna show you something that's extremely unique with some background on it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Florencia, original. You can use a drone and it's a World Heritage Site, but you do have to ask permission. The thing is with Ogasawara, it's Chichijima, it's a lot smaller of a community. When you ask, it's easier to find the person to ask and get permission. But you have to ask permission to do that. Hey Gretchen, I hope it goes well. Congratulations, thank you. A bear might have come in, so I might be doing a bear unboxing, by the way. Something came in, I'm not sure if that's your bear or not, Gretchen. Just, I thought I would let you know that. Thank you, Mr. Das. I appreciate the super chats, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. I do encourage you to check out on NHK World the Ogasawara video that came out last week. It's very new and it was really well done. Dave Kaza, to wash down that fly sashimi. Oh man, it could fit perfectly on 1 grain of rice. That was pretty crunchy. Thanks for that, Dave Kaza. Gretchen. Yeah, so if Gretchen's out there, why don't you write in the chat? Let everybody know how you're doing, because I'm always curious too. I get the messages from Instagram though from Gretchen. She gives me all the details. Sometimes in not so beautiful details, like too much details, but I do appreciate it. Once again, this is the pier where we're gonna be leaving, and a lot of the boats that go out to Tokyo Harbor. There's a yukata boat at night. That's all you can drink for 2 hours. That leaves from here. So this pier is not far from Hamamatsucho Station, which is also Daimon on the subway. Daimon on the Oedo line and the Asakusa line. And on the JR Yamanote, it's Hamamatsucho. This is pretty convenient and it's pretty cool. And this is also a hub where you'll see a lot of the island life. And this is where the boat came in from Aogashima last year. You can see there's like a little Pacific Island statue here. It's pretty cool that you got like what looks like a boat up there, just give you that feeling that you're going somewhere. I sustain my travel financially right now through Patreon. Shuen Kai Neo asks me, Patreon is paying for this trip. I think I announced it a little in the beginning of this, but without the support from them, this trip's gonna cost me a few $1,000s at the end of it. Without that support, this trip wouldn't be possible. And when you get a community of people supporting you, we almost have 500 members there that are helping me financially with the channel. You have to put that to good use and take people on adventures with you. And if you do want to support on Patreon, I have a postcard club. I send you postcards once a month. And we have a package level where I send packages from around Japan to you once a month, which is pretty cool. But that's how I sustain it. I don't know if Nosh is here, but he might watch the playback. So they have wildlife on the island. One of the cool things about Ogasawara is that right now it's whale shark season and whale season, so we're gonna be able to see whales all around it. The history of Ogasawara was based on whaling, like a couple hundred years ago when whaling was big and it was profitable, but they don't do that anymore. It's basically, it's a very natural reserve place. It's a World Heritage Site that's protected, so there's a lot of areas that I might not be able to go to show you. but it's an amazingly beautiful island, and I'm looking forward to showing this to the internet. But I don't know a lot about it yet. There's just so many things. The NHK drama the NHK series I saw yesterday answered some of my questions, but there's more stuff I want to dig, and I want to look deeper into this island's history. Not a lot on the internet. The internet videos I have are like smartphone clips of the beach or something. Nobody's made an episode on Ogasawara, so we're gonna do that on Saturday. I got the last economy seat too, which is pretty cool, because you're supposed to book this well in advance, and I booked this today. I've been planning this though for a couple of months though. Yeah, this is cool. I guess it's time to thank all the Patreon supporters on behalf of those who can't donate. Yeah, you know, if you don't have to donate, but if you do, then I appreciate it. And there's enough people on there that are to make content for all of us. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you can't, that's cool. You actually, to join Patreon, you don't have to give any money at all. I mean, yeah, I appreciate it if people give even a dollar, but I think you can be a patron without actually giving finances, and you get some updates if you do. But I really appreciate it. Professor writes, he wants to. I don't have any PayPal, and it makes it a little complicated. The reason why I like Patreon is because it keeps everything in one place and makes it manageable for me. I don't want to take financial contributions that I can't control, so to speak. So it's hard to. I also had another supporter said he wanted to send via PayPal, and I don't have a PayPal. PayPal is weird in Japan, and it makes it complicated. But Patreon makes it easy, and it's a place where I can give perks back to people. So if you do support the channel, I can give you something back, like live streams, advance notices for live streams, question and answers, postcards, packages, bonuses, behind the scenes, exclusive first looks at episodes and things like that. So, and it's a community too. There's a community post where people can share. Thanks to Otaku for explaining that. And we've had I've been promoting it a little bit more because I want to do more of these trips as the year goes on. So the more support on Patreon, the better. Yeah, haven't missed a stream yet. 7-day streak. That's like, yeah, you know, like you keep on 7 days in a row. I didn't do a stream yesterday. Yeah, this is a new hat from Gorin. Yeah, they're good. Keeps the hair down. It's really hot out here. It's just a different color. Kanai said I look younger with a brighter color, so I got a new one. What do you think? Yeah, should be a good trip. If you do have any questions and you have something that you want me to show you on the Ogasawara Islands, leave a comment below. Your feedback helps enhance the show. So then we have like multiple people researching this trip, and that's a good thing. So let me know in the comments below. If you want to see live streams from a tropical island 1,000 kilometers away from Japan, click the like button so that I know that that's what you want. I appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna have a pretty good trip. I'm gonna be preparing. I'm gonna have updates on the DVD project, and I'm still going forward on that. I'll have a new episode on the main channel very, very shortly. I'm actually gonna go to the YouTube space. Am I going to YouTube today? No, but I don't know. I'm gonna check. But I'm seeing what I could do on the YouTube channel to give you stories. This is one thing that YouTube rolled out for some of the creators, where, you know, like Instagram, you can do stories, which is pretty cool. You can now do that on YouTube for some of the channels, so I'm trying to get that onto the channel, like ASAP. The Farad is quite upset. Shazri Azman, I wonder how PVG will look if he has hair. If you search the internet, you'll find some videos from like 15 years ago when Peter, we were both younger. In fact, you might find videos of me from 15 years ago, but we were a little bit younger. So, yeah. You'll find some hair on both of us. You know, we're both getting older, and we're both, click the like button, don't forget. Oh, that's why. Okay. Yeah, don't forget. Yeah, he had a kids show back then, a children's show. So he had, by the Peter was Peter the voice of ANA? He did commercials for ANA, and I think it was another friend of mine who did the. Yeah, there's another friend of mine who did the, the safety video where they show you how to do the safety belt. So all the narrators got this little community going on here, right? And they all kind of know each other, and you could recognize the voices. And he was, I think, the voice of the safety video, where Peter is the voice of the commercials for ANA. He doesn't do all of them, but he does a lot of the ANA commercials, which is pretty cool. I met Peter at NHK on a show called Tokyo Eye about almost 10 years ago now. Yeah, we've been friends since then. So it's kind of neat to see him YouTubing. And I've been also trying to do YouTube as well. So I've been trying to do narrations as well. So you might hear my voice on a couple of NHK World stuff. But it's pretty cool to cross-pollinate the jobs where, I'm learning how to narrate and he's learning how to do YouTube. And I learn a lot from PVG, He's the man. He's a good guy. Jennifer's back, I heard, so I might meet up with her before I leave. That'd be really cool. I haven't seen her in ages. Kevin's doing his thing. If you haven't subscribed to Kuma's Kitchen, do so, because that guy cranks out videos like a champion. They're really good, and he makes you hungry. He makes me hungry. Just watching some of the stuff he was doing. Yeah, I miss Jennifer too. Jennifer, I really don't know where Jennifer's been, so I'm gonna be so happy to catch up with her. There's a little bit of France right there for you. And for Gretchen, they don't have any Monster, but they do have a Red Bull. Just saying. Yeah, Kuma's Kitchen is, it's always hard to start a new channel. And hey, Ren3, hey, where are you right now? Hold on a second. Goodbye. Gotta go. Goodbye from. Whoa! You're up there in. Whoa! So Ren3, who told us about the Shinkansen ticket, he's on like the very north of Hokkaido. Whoa! He's on Ramoi Island. That's awesome. Jeez. That's so cool how we're all connected by the internet. I'm never gonna get over how amazing, like, right now we're live streaming. It's just crazy. Yeah, Ren3 has all the train passes, and right now he's on the very, very north of Hokkaido and just chimed in, which is so cool. Let me show you right here. This area they have on the ground. You can see it's famous for whale watching. And you can see just on the street they have Ogasawara, the island I'm going to, and you can see the whale jumping out. You can see stuff like this out there. That's kind of why I'm going. There's no perfect time to go, but Ogasawara is a tropical climate, so it's always warm there, like Hawaii. This is Takeshiba. This is where I was, and they have this. You can sit outside and dine, overlooking the Rainbow Bridge. It's a pretty chill place. Not a lot of foreign tourists come out here. They have apparently illuminated drinks, which is pretty cool. And they have shows. Wow, I didn't know that. So they got stuff going on. It's still summertime in Japan for a few more days. Summer magically disappears as soon as September 1st hits. Summer's just over. It just dies. I don't know why, but the beaches kind of close. And there you go. This is the area where usually you take trips out to Ogasawara and the Pacific Islands from this spot in Tokyo. I'm just excited. I'm just really excited. So that's an update on what's happening. Leave comments below. I want to hear what you have to say about Ogasawara if you visited it. Hey Caroline, what is the best way to send you ideas for videos? Because we've got a really good community on Patreon, I would say that. But you can, all right, if you tag me in an Instagram post, I always see it. I'm just giving you a hint, okay? If you tag me in an Instagram post, then it turns up in my tagged photos, and that's the place where I have the least amount of traffic. So if you tag me and you want to send me a question or something, I'll get the message. I like everything that I'm tagged in, unless it's, bad or like a mass tagging. I will untag myself, but I try to keep it easy to communicate. Instagram's also good, but it's harder on social media. Also on my website, there's a place where you can leave me an email message. And that's probably the best way to send me ideas. I've gotten a lot of really good ideas. Some of them are doable, some of them require too much. But yeah, those are the best ways to get in touch with me. Patreon direct message is really fast. I get the notification on my phone. Let's see here. It's good questions. I wish we could email him. You can. No one's stopping you. 154 likes. Yeah, that's good. So the likes are going up. Satoyama is on the list. Yeah, Satoyama is been recommended a lot, so it's on my list of things to adventures to do. And now that I got a driver's license, I got to start using it. That's another thing. In August, I didn't drive at all. I just know John has a website. Yeah, it's not a secret. I think you can figure out what it is by Googling it. Hey, is November a good season to visit Japan? There's no bad season to visit Japan because Japan is a country with 4 seasons. Each season it has a unique foods, unique aspects to it. Each prefecture has like a unique way as well to celebrate each season. November's a high season though. It's the beginning of November is high season because the autumn leaves change and all of the ryokan and traditional Japanese inns and onsen are packed because everyone wants to relax in the cooler weather, in the hot baths, and watch the amazing colors from autumn. So it's a great time to visit November. Just book at least 6 weeks in advance is what I'm telling you. Yeah. So I'm on my way to go back home now. Let's see here. Halloween stream, maybe. Don't go to Japan during Golden Week. I can echo that. Try to stay away from the end of April to May 5th. Just don't book during then because it's crazy. Things are expensive. People are traveling, but the weather's always nice. That's on the good stuff. Nebaru-kun. Yeah, I haven't seen him since last year. There's a chance I might be going up there to work with Ibaragi Prefecture again, which would be a lot of fun. I'd love to see how he's doing. That was pretty cool. Caps hotels booked during the foliage season. Caps hotels are never really booked. All right. It's like an oxymoron to say a luxury capsule. There's no such thing, you know. They just put a lot of. It's just cleaner. Luxury capsules like Civil War, you know. There's no such thing. So if you want to book what everyone's calling a luxury capsule, you might want to book it in advance. But the whole concept of capsule hotels is that you don't need a reservation. You can just go there. Problem is that there's so many tourists who want to stay in the capsule hotels that they have quotas now, many places that they don't tell you about. Meaning they keep 30% of the capsules available for Japanese, for that market. So if they need a place to stay, they have some available. You can ask about that, but not all of them have the quotas, but more and more are because there's so many tourists who want to stay in the capsule hotels. That means that Japanese businessmen who want to stay there can't have one. So they're starting to do that. Some news for you. Are there capsule hotels where you can stay for part of a day? Yes. Like the one I introduced to you last month, the men's only capsule hotel. Check that out. There's lots of places like that, as well as manga cafe. The manga kisa or manga cafe allow you to crash for an entire afternoon if you want, and it's pretty cheap. You can also go to a karaoke box, karaoke. We say karaoke in English, we say karaoke in Japanese. You can go to a karaoke box and relax there for the night as well. Yeah. Everybody stay away from Nakaito. They also have free drinks and food. Yeah. No gym or not, so the stream seems weird. It does. It seems a little bit weird. Seems a little weird. All right, guys, so I'm going to say goodbye. I just wanted to give you that news. I'm going to be on the road again. It's going to be pretty cool. You know, I don't see all the YouTubers. So I just got one on another YouTuber. I don't see how collaborating with them helps you guys, except you get to see two YouTubers doing something together. Collaborations should be something where the other person adds something, the other person adds something of value to you, and they have their own channels, they have their own brands, so they're doing something that's pretty cool. I'm doing stuff that I think is pretty cool, but like I'm not sure what we would do or how we collaborate. So I try to collaborate with new creators or somebody who's an expert in something that can give you value in what you're doing. Like What's Inside. They're not from around here. They're good at cutting stuff up and have a different perspective than I do. I like to show them something about Japan, and they like to show me something about cutting stuff up, let's be honest. But they're also tourists to Japan, and I kind of like that feel. The other YouTubers living in Japan, they live here. They're residents like me, so there's not really a big difference in the kind of content that we do. That's something you'll see when you're down here. Beautiful, long views to Tokyo Tower. Yeah. And then, I saw Randy Santel, who's a big competitive food eater, the other day. Things like that, because I add value to their lives, or to their content, right? As somebody who knows Japan, I add value to their content, and that's helpful for them. Same with What's Inside, I add value to their content because that's... Hold on a second, guys. I thought I lost the ticket for a while. I'm putting the ticket in my bag. That's a stink. The ticket cost me $700 to go there and back. It's not cheap to go to Ogasawara, but I'll be there. And by this time next week, I'll be on a tropical island in the middle of the Pacific. And I want to say thank you. Actually, that's all I really wanted to say. How do we drag this out for 40 minutes? That's what we do. So, thanks guys. Thanks for the questions. That was pretty fun to do some Q&A to get an idea of what you guys are thinking. I will be taking you with me digitally. I'm taking all my equipment. I'll take my phone. We got 4G LTE on an island 1,000 kilometers away, which is pretty cool. The internet is everywhere. I don't know what the speeds are, but apparently they said it was 4G over there, so we're gonna try to do a live stream. I actually had a live stream from Aogashima, which was 220, like really bad resolution, but to be able to do a live stream from like practically deserted island is pretty amazing. It's pretty cool. But Ogasawara's village has a pretty big community, so I'm guessing that we're gonna get some good live streams from there. But the purpose that I'm going there is to make some episodes for the main channel and give you a really good story about culture, history, food. We're gonna do some food and adventure. I mean, we're gonna go under the sea if I can get the permission and the help from the scuba diving schools out there. We're gonna go under the sea. I'm gonna bring you the first, only in Japan, under the sea adventure with dolphins. You can swim with dolphins there. You can swim with whale sharks. You can swim with so many cool marine, and the visibility is absolutely amazing in Ogasawara. There's like, this is like middle of the Pacific kind of stuff, so it's gonna be amazing out there. And I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, if you have any questions, like I said like 20 minutes ago, just leave them in the comments below. And if you wanna see live streams in Ogasawara, click the like button and I'll know you guys are interested in that. That's how I know it's working. So Ogasawara is the Borin Islands. It's called Chichijima and Hahajima, Father Island and Mother Island. And Iwoto, or Iwo Jima, as they say in the US, that's not too far away. So I'm really out there. Oh, this is where Roger and I did the Why is Japanese Gardens So Loud in the Summer? This is where Roger and I were last month. Cool. There you go. We've come full circle. So have a good day, everybody. I'll see you in the next live stream, probably tomorrow. I have some unboxings to do. We got a bunch of packages that came in, and oh, Shigaten! Just kind of rumbles through the city. That's a 700. It's a 700. All right, guys, have a good day, good night, wherever you are. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or if you want to share a story about Ogasawara or something that you might want to see over there. I will do it. 12 days on an island. Looking forward to it. All right, guys, have a good day.